What's up, everybody? My name is Kai.
And I'm Jason.
And we are
Growing with the Girtleys.
We actually got it right that time, y'all. So it's been a couple weeks, or it seems like it's been a couple weeks since we've kind of pushed something out. We're just, again, trying to feel our way through this thing. So as you all know, that this channel is dedicated to relationships, married couples in particular. So on today's episode, we wanted to introduce to you guys another couple, our family.
My sister, Kalari Jackson, and she is a phenomenal person. Has her master's degree, got her bachelor's from U of I, the shining star of our family. And also, she is visually impaired.
There you go. So, and she and her husband both. So we wanted to talk to this couple and just have them talk to us about their ups and downs, their ins and outs of their marriage. And they are such a fun couple. Many of you know we just came back from Chicago, so we visited our family, and it was such a great time. Check out the video that we shot with our children. We finally introduced the children to the channel. So that is a short story that we created on the channel, and the kids were at the Shed Aquarium. So anyway, when you have a moment, just check that out. We thank you so much for your support thus far. We ask that you guys continue to like and subscribe our videos. We really, really, really do appreciate all the kind words, all the encouraging words, and we just, we're trucking along. So thank you so much for supporting our Growing with the Girtleys channel. Anything else, babe?
Nope, I think you got about covered, babe.
All right, enjoy this clip. Take care.
My name is Kalari Jackson.
Chris Jackson.
Okay. And each of you guys, tell me your background and accomplishments. Tell me a little bit about yourselves.
All right, you go first, Chris.
No, so you smarter than me. I don't know why you want more degrees than I do, Shorty. I'm gonna write that down.
All right, my background and accomplishments. Well, I'm the youngest of three. I graduated from U of I, Urbana-Champaign, got a bachelor's in journalism, news editorial journalism, and then I did an internship at the Hyde Park Herald, which is like a local newspaper, and I did not get on full time, and decided to go back to Columbia College for my master's, and I got my master's degree in, what was it? It was media management, right? Media management. So, and man, let me tell you why. I mean, how deep we gonna go?
Go for it.
Girl, don't let it out. Just purge your soul right now.
So, the real reason why I really want the master's degree is because I was having a tough time with the father of my child at the time, and I was all sad and stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna throw myself in school. So, I threw myself into school because I was trying to get over my baby daddy. And that's awful. But now, look, I'm totally in debt. See, Jason, it's emotional decisions.
It's okay. And as long as you hold the government, honey, they'll never be broke. So just one.
But no, that's honestly, I really wanted to get a master's because it's education is very important in my family. So I did want to get it, but now I just don't know what I want to do with it, and I'm just trying to get somewhere, working somewhere. And I guess that's that professionally. And now I'm at the Chicago Lighthouse for the Blind. I'm a medical scheduler. I'm also an intern for the marketing department, which that's where I love, and I'm trying to get there full time. I help out on campaigns and help with just a lot of things going on at the Lighthouse.
So you got your own blog.
Yes, I got my own blog called Coffee with Kalari, which Chris helped me come up with that name.
Promote your stuff.
He helped me come up with that name, Coffee with Kalari. So, and on that, we talk about issues like, what we're going to talk about tonight, about just being blind and how I deal with things.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Chris.
Yes, sir. So a little bit about me. Whew, let's see. I got a mother and a father, of course. It depends on which side of the line you look at it. On my mother's side, I'm the middle child. On my daddy's side, I'm the oldest son of his 3. Then he got married and she had 3, so we like the Black Brady Bunch, but without the maid. Except for the kids, we had to be the maids. But no, so did that. That's part of that situation. Turn around. I went to Sheriff, then to Curie High School. Tried the college thing. That didn't move me. They wasn't paying enough. So I worked. I've worked since I was 16. I've done everything from home care to security to daycare to janitorial work to now I'm an entrepreneur owning my own business.
Cool.
Jackson 5 Vending Incorporated. So that's what I'm doing. Talk about the school thing, especially since Kalari brought up Columbia. That was about one of the times me and her, while we were dating, I went to East West University because, if you have a smart girlfriend, you gotta act like you intelligent anyway. So while she was getting her master's, I went till my junior year and I quit because I was like, again, they wasn't paying me enough. So I went to collections. I went from collections to
Working for collections.
I went from working for collections to doing Obamacare. From Obamacare to from Obamacare to doing what I do now, doing vending.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So tell me the story of how you guys fell in love. Before you answer that though, how long have y'all been married now?
It'll be 7 years in August.
August when?
Nah, baby, you got that one. Listen, my daddy ain't raised no fools. I ain't gonna say it's August 16th.
It is? Okay, thank you.
I ain't gonna get right. I think it's the 6th.
The other day, it was like, I can't wait till the 14th. I was like, what's that you say? That's our anniversary. I was like, no, it's not.
And it's always tattooed on my shoulder, so it's crazy. I gotta look at it every day. It's on my shoulder like that.
But yeah, it's been 7 years we've been married, and we've dated 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's been 12 years.
Been there a
long time.
Yeah, I knew when I had to have her for the first time though. Before she was pregnated.
Listen to this.
She was pregnant.
I was with another person.
Hey, listen. Not my monkey, not my circus. But she was pregnant. We went to her teen picnic because I wasn't on the comments at the time. And in that moment, I was like, yeah, that one right there, that one I'm going to get with. That's after being a dog. I ain't going to lie. I wasn't and I wasn't spit. So I was like, hey, you know what? She may be worth it. So I asked her out on our first date.
Yeah, so.
After I had to talk to her because she wasn't trying to go.
It was years. Because we was friends. We've been friends. We first met, I was 7 and he was 9.
Wow.
Yes.
We go back like throwback.
Yeah. So he was, when I first lost my sight, I ended up going to Skinner Elementary, and that's where I met Chris. And he was tall and the skinny dude. And it was cool. Like, I was like, I kind of liked him. Like, I said, I don't know, after being friends with him for a couple of weeks, I was like, you should be my boyfriend. And he said, you like me? And I said, yeah. But he was very advanced.
Yeah.
I thought, okay.
I was a thought young, man. I don't know why people act like this.
And I really thought, like, we'll play basketball together and all this stuff. So he got me this 25-cent ring. And I was like, I don't like rings. He's like, what girl don't like rings? I'm like, I don't. I hate that stuff. I was like, let's wrestle. And he was like, wrestle? He's like, I can't wrestle, you a girl. All right, like, and I was like, and you a punk. And I was like, so yeah, we went back and forth. Then my friend Shanetta came at the time, and then he forgot about me. And he dropped me at 7, broke my heart, first heart break at 7. So yes. But we was as friends from that point.
Yeah. She didn't like me for a long time because I was a dog. And I was dogging her friends, and she wasn't giving her brother no rhythm. So no, let's not sit here and pretend. I'm not gonna pretend like things were great before. Like I'm gonna be behind you. She was like, I don't like you. I hope you get asthma, fall out on the floor. Yeah. I don't care. I was like, oh, that's all right. And I was mean. Like, in case on the swing, who cares? Leave me alone.
This is the thing. Wait a minute. First of all, hold on. I got a very evil, mean side. So when he was best friends. I was best friends with his girl at the time, Shanetta, and he was cheating on her. So
I'm sorry. I have to. He was cheating with you, or
no?
Okay, let's clear it up.
No, I was cheating on her. I didn't say I was cheating, but it was not with her.
I was just the best friend.
Oh God,
she was the best friend. No, hey, listen, this is what it is. So I'm gonna give it to you. No, I did not cheat on her with her.
No, this is when we were teenagers.
We were teenagers, and she wasn't. Again,
I get you.
Like I said, I wasn't spit, so I was trying to chase anything on the skirt. And Key wasn't going.
I wasn't.
And so, whatever with that,
But anyway, he was with my friend at the time, and when he talked about the gym, he had an asthma attack in gym. And I said some mean things to him. So I'm not gonna say it was very evil. Mean. I got an evil side.
It's okay.
Sometimes.
I love you anyway.
But anyway, like I said, we was friends. I went off to college, and he graduated. He's 2 years ahead of me. And we just remained like friends,
Yeah, for a long time.
Right.
Brother, I got
and
lucky.
then when he finally approached me, I said, well, Kiana was 2. And I said, oh boy, please, we're just friends. And he was like, nah, I really like you. I like, please. So I didn't really talk to him for a while. I'm bad at calling people back. So he was way on the call down list. I was like, okay. But because I just thought he was, but he just kept on pursuing me and pursuing me.
I'm going to get what I want, so.
And he got me. We went on a date.
Yes, and our first date, she had me on, she made me wait for an hour.
It wasn't an hour.
It was an hour.
It was like 40 minutes.
Now, tomato, we ain't off by much, baby. It's a lot of time I stood there waiting on you with flowers in my hand.
I know you had flowers.
Looking like we were the fool because you on the phone.
I was on an important call about beat baseball.
It's about
it was about beat baseball.
They was talking about elections.
Right, it was
no one
beat baseball.
In the
and they were like, no beat baseball around this time. It's like, that's this one thing, and I'm sorry. And I did not know. So after I got off the phone, I realized he had flowers in his hand, and it was my favorite color, yellow. And I was like, oh, and I felt bad because I made him wait so long.
Yeah, it's okay, but then we went and had dinner. We did the Build-A-Bear thing.
Yeah, we went to Build-A-Bear.
We walked around Navy Pier. But it was fun, so we kicked it for a minute. But I remember, we were talking, we had a conversation this morning, actually. Me and my wife were debating, do you remember the first time you fell in love with me? And I was like, I do and I don't, because it's like, I knew the day I wanted her. I knew the day I was going to make up my girl. Like, I knew, you're going to be my, not just another notch on the belt or somebody I'm just going to kick it with for a few months and bounce away. But, for real, I'm going to give up, run to my streets and do this on some faithful stuff. I knew that was the first date. And then the day that I knew I was in love with her, though, we were at a party. Now, I've had a lot of girls come around my family. Not a lot, but I've had 4 or 5, that have gone through the transition of life. And she came along, and of all of them, there's only been one other young lady, but that's what that was. And they come along to get along with my family. He came in, she got in the middle of the flow, she laughing, she joking. And when I saw my family embrace her, I was like, yeah. That's when you can love them. Because I'm the chill one. I'm the one that's gonna lay back. I'm not dancing. We don't do none of that. But That day, she had on this blue jean shorts, this blue jean jacket, white shirt, blue jean pants, and some brown boots. No, it's her black flats with that she wore, whatever y'all call them, Mary Jane shoes she wore that day. Right. And we was out dancing, and she was doing the wobble on the floor. That and the juke slide.
Oh,
so
yeah.
when she was doing that, I was like, that's it right there. She's going to be my wife one day. Anybody that can get with my family and get out and have a good time, they all embrace. And you can be the polar opposite of me because I like books. She wasn't really reading books.
I do read them now.
No, that's now, but I'm talking about first.
He got me into more.
You know,
he like books, and he like pop. He like more of the music. Like he like rock music and.
So you want to put
and
up
I'm
all
more
my,
like R&B and hip hop straight, but he's more eclectic, you know. So like we opposite, like right. So he balances me out in like every way. I'm very uptight. He can be very chill. So he's like my yin to my yang. We're yin for yang.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
And when I knew I was in love with him is when I was trying to break it. I was on a fast. I had a bad soul tie to the father of my first child. So I was fasting, and he did it with me. And when I was real weak, like I was about to give up, like I'm crying, you know, like, and he prayed over me and prayed for me. And that he prayed for me, and it's like he's praying that the soul tie is break for another man. You see what I'm saying? Like, how unselfish is that? And I was like, dang, this is crazy that he loved me through this. That's why I was like, okay, yeah, he's a keeper. He may be messy, but I gotta keep him. I'm not gonna let him go. So yeah.
Disability.
Yes.
Right. My next question is, how does being disabled affect your life and those around you?
For me, it really doesn't. It started off, I mean, I lost my sight when I was a child at 6 years old. It was adjustment then, but I think as being a child, you're like a sponge, so you soak up things very quickly. So I was able to adapt at that point. I mean, it took time. I was a very angry kid. You know, I needed counseling low key, but it took time. But as I got older, it's just a part of me. In fact, I look at my visual impairment as I'm an African American woman who just happened to be blind. You know, it's like the last thing I think of. You know, so. But Chris got a different.
I was born with mine. I was born with glaucoma. I was a high partial for a long time, 20/200.
Which is right
at the legally blind limit. Just cutting time to get a check, so I was good there. But we went from there to recently here. My sight's starting to go, and the downside to that is, so I was blessed to see. So I have several children. I have a daughter who's older. I saw her as she was little. I have my 13-year-old son and Kiana. I've seen them as babies, but as my vision goes, I'm losing out on the ability to see Kayla and watch her change into the young lady that she is. And the way that it's affected me, at least, you know, being a person that comes from being a high partial, is I can't read to her. Dad doesn't get to do the dad things like, Dad, set my video game up. I can't do it. I gotta get your brother to do it. Call your friends to do it. In my family, and of course Kalari's family, everybody around, no one minds helping us, but it's losing it in that moment. It's losing it in that moment that you realize, like, is you don't realize how precious that one gift is, because you're like, oh, I'm good, I'm always at my sight, and when you don't have that, that's how it affected it, like to the point where I've been a high partial, always works. Like I said, I've done jewels to all the names I think we talked about earlier. To ended up the blessing being in the program that I'm in, the business enterprise program for the blind. You know, that allowed me the opportunity to be a vendor, to have my own business, to provide for my family, because I was always raised that a man don't eat, the man don't work, don't eat. And if you can't be the head of your household and take care of your family, then you need not to step up to the plate to do that. That's how I was raised. So You know, the disability, as much as my dad said, he's not handicapped, you're handicapable.
I always
So-
hate that, by the way. I hate
Well,
that,
listen,
sir.
my text say I'm handicapped, so I'm gonna take that check. Keep telling the same thing until it definitely begins to change. When that check comes to third, I'm the blindest person you know. Hey, give me that. But I earned it, but still. You know, the disability, for me, that's how, like, it affects me in that way. In the fact that, like, even, I'm a hands-on, like my dad taught me how to put stuff together, whether it's the tables, fixing pipes, all those, you know, the handyman things.
Yeah.
And losing, again, it's one more thing is losing that ability. But I'll be able to show my son, hey son, we're going to do this. We're going to do this, this, and this. And I can tell you what to do. But showing you how to mow the lawn, parents might mow the lawn. I got a strapping 13-year-old young man. We should be able to buy a lawnmower and he should learn how to mow a lawn. But dad can't show you how to mow it properly because I don't want the wavy lines, you know.
And I think it's just back and forth. That's how I remember.
Well, yeah.
How hard can it be? It's back and forth.
So my next question is, thank you for that. Now, based off what you're talking about, do you guys have any fears now of raising your children and being disabled? Do you have any fears of raising your children, and how do you manage that?
I don't have no fears about. I guess maybe it depends. Like when there's babies, the fear is, oh my God, I'm gonna give them enough formula, or well, I know if they got a baby rash, you know.
Or they're gonna roll off the bed,
Right.
Or
So I think
they clothes clean,
right.
Those are more of the fears and the worries. And even now, because like we wash clothes, you know, but you still have a fear that, you know, are they sure they're clean enough? Because, you know, society looks at us because we're blind. Oh my God, look at them. They can't do anything. They're nasty. Look at their daughter, her hair. Her hair.
Like, oh my God, let's call DCFS.
Right. It's like,
they
can't take care of their kids. And it's like, bro, I feed our kids are well-mannered, well-fed, well-clothed. You can't. You might run into us on a bad day, and our bad day is no worse than a sighted person's bad day.
But it's not looked at that way. It's like because we're blind, the stigma on us that we can't be parents. So, for instance, y'all might, y'all could bust their lip, y'all bring them in for stitches, it's okay. My child bust their lip like, oh my God, well, okay, so but
what was happening? What were you doing? What were you saying? Did you do
oh my God, well, you probably didn't see her, did
and
you?
Like,
and that's like...
she was playing. She was a typical kid.
Right.
What more do you want from her than that?
Exactly. So,
at that time.
So I think that's where it comes in harder, because you always looked at like you can't take care of a child, so it's more pressure on you. I remember, this is a funny story. It was when Kayla was a baby. I took me and Kiana went to PetSmart because I wanted to get a collar to put on her leg with bells on it, so I can hear where she's at. So Kiana was very anti doing this. She's like, Mom, you really gonna get a cat collar? I'm like, Kiana, it's so I can hear. So we're checking out. So we're in line. She's gonna tell the clerk. Clerk was like, oh, this is the night cat collar. She was like, yeah, it's for my sister. And the mom was like, oh. I'm like, oh man. I was like, shut up. Right,
Shut up, kids. Talk to my No, let me stop.
Right, so
But
like,
it's funny because she doesn't realize that she had bells on her shoes. And, like, that's the difference, I guess, with me and Kalari. Like, Kalari being lower vision than me at the time. Like, that was her method of, keeping up. And for me, it was, I see you, what you doing? Where, like, Chris, that's what Chris, and even when I kept Kiana a few times, I could see them. Now, you can't see Kayla. And Kayla little self, she didn't got to be so smart.
She's very busy.
She busy, and she know how to, because she's growing up with both of us with lack of sight, she's now gotten into the habit of knowing when to be quiet.
Right.
She learned.
She'll like, show me your hands, and she'll put her hands out. Like,
she'll put one hand out, the other
right. It's like, I just heard you throw something.
Right.
Right.
It's like, come on, man. So, like, the disability plays a factor in all of that. But in the end, though, with the skills that she has and the little that I have, we make it work. I mean, they're all very happy, spoiled brats that we wouldn't trade for the world.
Yeah, right.
So you guys have a blended family. So Kalari, you had Kiana, and Chris, you had little Chris. So when you guys got married, they got together. How did that transition go?
It was smooth. Well, considering like they grew up together. I mean, like let's so without going to the mass detail, you know, we've all been friends for a long time. So we've all been friends. Our kids have grown up together. It's like when Kalari was pregnant with Kiana. Sorry, I keep mixing the kids up. With the K's, Lord help us. With Kiana, Chris was already here. So when she was pregnant and she had Kiana at Mercy Hospital, I actually left my son at home with my aunt. So me and his mom could go there and see Kalari have Kiana.
They was literally.
So they literally like bassinet babies for real.
Cool.
That's Simba and Nala. But without not the relationship.
In fact, I always say the first time I held little Chris, when I was holding him, he was so tiny. Kiana kicked.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it was like they was forming a connection, and they are like really tight.
And taking each other's nerves, not their teenagers.
Yeah, I
wish you leave me alone.
Right.
I wish y'all both leave us alone.
Right, exactly.
So the question is, with all the things that you guys deal with, your disability, you know, the blended family, how do y'all make it work? What keeps you guys together?
Now that's longer than 15 minutes.
Okay. I know.
Go ahead, Key.
I don't know. I think for me and Chris, it's our communication. It's us learning how to talk with each other. I think that's what.
And a lot of alcohol. Nobody else gonna say it. It's a whole lot of alcohol. That's a plus. But no, you know what?
But like we try to talk. But I mean, it is rough times. It's rough patches.
You know, like we have our moments, but what really keep us together is what got us together in the first place. I mean, let's be real. Yeah, we got bad days, and yeah, there are days that things are peachy keen. But the foundation is our friendship.
Yeah.
And what I wouldn't trade, I tell her every day. She's like, "You leave." I'm like, baby, listen, I'd rather end our marriage.
He said he would end our marriage to save our
friendship because my friendship with her, that foundation is why I love this woman. Which is, you know, I can get through all of this, the depression days, our sad days, our arguments. If I know, no matter what it is, this my ride or die. I could have the worst day at work. And we could be fighting, and we could still fight, but it should still be you, alright, you know, like, okay, how was your day? Let me talk about it, vice versa, and that alone is enough to make me stay. That's enough to make this work for 7 years, and hopefully longer.
That's beautiful, y'all. It is.
On top of the wine, so.
Just pretty much add on to what he was saying. Like, as soon as I'm having a bad day, I call Chris. You know, he don't only want to know how to calm me down. He don't only want to know how to, like, make me focus, you know. He's like my best friend. Like, he knows my biggest fears. He knows my biggest insecurities. He, like, knows the real Key, you know, that no one knows. Not even my family, you know. So, I love that. And I guess that's it. You know, right there. This is my buddy, even though he get on my nerves.
You know, you can, man. You get on mine too, but you rocking, I'm rolling, so that's all that matters.
And the very last question is, do you guys have any regrets? Like, in life, together, or anything? Would you change anything? If you had to do it over again, would you do anything different?
That's a loaded question.
So, the best answer to that question for me is this. Is that I don't have regrets. Like, there are days I could tell Key, I regret doing this, I regret doing that, and we should have did this. But in the end, if we didn't do those things, we wouldn't be here. Like, we talk about, you know, we had some crazy marital moments and relationship moments, but those things, again, as bad as they are, as they were, and as bad as some of them are to be today, I don't regret them because you're not a human if you don't make mistakes, and we don't come together and fix those issues that we got. So the regret, I don't have a regret. I wouldn't change a thing between me and them.
And it's the same. We've been through our ups and downs, but I think our bad decisions, good decisions, they made who we are, and we've been growing together. So there's no regrets on that front. I got personal regrets. I should have went off to New York when I was 32, but
then you wouldn't have me, honey.
I wouldn't. You're
It's
right.
okay. See,
But I may have still got you.
No. I don't know how to turn around that.
But no, it's we good. You know, we are we just doing this game of life together. I always say we like what would say like Florence and what I would say good times.
Yeah, good times.
Right, that's what I said. That's how we are.
Yeah, we made it through the good and the bad.
Right, keeping our head above water.
We done came from humble beginnings to being able to buy a house, to take care of these kids, to own a business.
Right.
So again, the regrets, you can't have the regrets because you regret things and you missed out on the blessings along the road that came along with the mistakes and decisions that you made. I want to thank y'all for having us on y'all's show. This was beautiful.
Yeah, we had
truly enjoyed ourselves.
Great time. And please, viewers, y'all tune into my blog. It's called Coffee with Kalari. It talks about issues with blindness and how I conquer everyday life with different issues being blind. So it's a really good blog, so I want you guys to check it out.
Yep.
And I want to thank my big brother for having me on his show. Please like,
subscribe,
and share Growing with the Girtleys. So I think they're recording.
Oh, that sounds good. That I can't see it. Doesn't matter to me. I can't see it. I can't see it till you tell.
He is not.
Oh, no.
I tried.
When he gets rolling.
That's the one reason we're together today.
I love
And
it.
he makes me laugh. So.
Yeah.
Oh, no, God.
God.
I'm gonna fix your hair on this side.
Thank you. Help me out.
That's my sister's-in-law.
That's
So
not
I ain't even seen it look good to me. So
No, it is cute, but I want it to be even.
Hercules.
you don't know, get your hands, take it easy. Call them brownie points for later. Like, we might say that one time. I meant it.
Oh, God, yeah. So.
Hey,
This is cute. What are these called? Passion twists?
she don't know.
No. Me and Sluts wouldn't got this hair.
What's
I
that?
think it is passion twist. But yeah, I'm excited.
Let's see.
It's like spring.
Ooh, it is got some passion right there, girl.
Don't be trying to fill on my sister.
Yeah.
Look, wait until your trip, Chris.
I'm having fun. I got the kids downstairs. So y'all go on the front porch. You don't know.
I'm telling y'all, yeah, it's gonna be nice, but it won't be like a break.
It won't be a break.
Cause I got a lot of stuff I gotta do.
So,
I'm gonna put that food over here.
so you like the wide one? I just
Yeah, I
feel
like that one.
I feel like it's so green. It's not. It don't look green to you though.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it wider. They so freaky, baby.